Don't worry, car. Don't have a fit. We're fine. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Walking Equestrian podcast. Now, I feel a little bit under pressure because I currently have my phone facing me because I'm filming this podcast episode for YouTube and I feel like I'm directly staring into people's eyes. But if you are listening on audio, then you're not going to see my pretty face. However, if you do like to watch podcasts, then I'm currently filming this and I'm going to be posting it on YouTube. This will be the first episode that goes onto my YouTube channel. So if you do want to listen, if you do want to watch, then you are more than welcome to. Also, I have got, is that a train? We're filming an episode here. This was not the best idea. Oh my god, it's a long train as well. That's annoying. Let me just put my window up. Hang on. That's really annoying, isn't it? Oh well. I am actually sat in my car because I am too orkies to film it at home because there's people in the house and they can all hear me and I get really camera shy. So I'm better off filming in my car where no one can hear me. However, I've come to sit in a lay-by, which is like down the road from my yard because I'm going to go do the horses after. And apparently everyone wants to come past the road, like through the road at this time. And also, I'm sat next to a train line. I didn't notice until a train just went by and I was like, what the hell is that noise? But anyways, how are we? How are we having good weeks? How is the weather? I'm not going to lie, it's been raining here for the past 2 days. Absolutely bucketing it down. Today actually hasn't been too bad, to be fair. Anyways, talking about the weather. True Brit, honestly. There's a car? Yeah. Can you just not make any noise? Because that would be absolutely great. I'm just going to put my chair back because I'm a bit uncomfy. Oh, much more leg room. How stunning is that? I am using fancy new microphones. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll see my fancy new microphone right here. I wanted to make the audio better for you guys because I really am enjoying doing the whole podcast thing. And I was just filming it on my phone. So I was like, no, they deserve good audio. So I hope you guys are seeing the difference. If you haven't, that's really embarrassing and makes me kind of sad because these were an investment. They were an investment, but I want to do it properly. It's true ADHD fashion, impulse buy. Here I am filming a podcast with no plan whatsoever, by the way. Everyone's like, oh, have you got your podcast all planned out? Like, who are you going to film with? I was like, hun, I don't know who I'm recording podcasts with. I'm just chatting into a microphone to you guys. And I love it. I have had the busiest week this week, and I'm not complaining because when you're self-employed, I was saying on Instagram stories today, actually, you've got to just take it. Like, when it's busy, you've just got to take it and, you know, appreciate the busy times. But I've actually got an afternoon. It's currently 3:30, and I only had 2 group walks today. Obviously, I've still got all the horses to do, but I've had a little gap and I really wanted to film this podcast episode and film it on YouTube as well, so you guys can watch it if you do fancy watching it. I'm such a podcast girly where I listen to podcasts, but I love watching them, and I don't know why, because you're not watching anything happen, you're just watching someone talk, but it's just comforting, isn't it? I put it on literally all the time. Mainly when I'm driving, I'll put them on Spotify. But if I'm at home and if I'm like cleaning my room or anything like that, I will just play it on YouTube. True YouTube girly, honestly. Someone took the mick out of me the other day because I pay for YouTube Premium. Hun, of course I do. I don't want no ads. So yeah, I thought what a good idea to start posting on YouTube. Anyways, I have been talking about that for since I started talking. This week I thought I would I'm recording. Why do I always do this? I mean, technically I'm filming because I'm filming on YouTube, but I thought I would record an episode talking all about my summer favourites. Being a horse owner, being a dog walker, dealing with animals in the heat, how do I do it? What are my favourite things? And I go into the tiny little things as well as the, you know, how I run my day and when it's safe to walk the dogs and when it's safe to ride and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to just go through some bits and bobs that I love through the summer, being a horse owner as well as a dog walker full time. So yes, I'm going to list off some things. Let me know your favourite summer favourites because I know so many people have different things. Like, do you have a top 3 things? It could literally be like I don't know, one of mine is like hosing the horses down after after a really good session, when it's been really warm, and hosing them down and having that really fresh feeling. Or it could be how you run your days and what's your favourite way to do it. So yeah, let me know. Send me a DM on Instagram or comment on this Spotify episode if you're listening on Spotify as well. Give me a 5-star rating because it really, really helps. Even if you just leave a little emoji. Maybe let's do like a little fun thing. Maybe leave a sun emoji on the comments. Takes 2 seconds. That'll be really cute because then I just know that people are engaging and people are enjoying it, rather than having to send me a big long message and maybe not knowing what to say. Hey car, I hope you can't hear that in the audio. I think I'm going to start with how I run my business as a full-time dog walker, because obviously you can't walk dogs over, is it 21 degrees? I want to say it's 21. Is it 21 or is it 22? Around that sort of mark. Maybe it's 25. Okay, do not quote me on the exact degree of when it's unsafe. I should really know that, but bear with me. I've had a winter of cold and I've forgotten. However, obviously it becomes unsafe to walk dogs over a certain temperature. So how do I even run it? God, it's been so long since I've seen the sun. I'm just like, how do I do this? Oh my god, all these vans are really annoying me. Why have is there anywhere else I can go? Because this is pissing me off, how all these cars going past. I thought it was going to be really tucked away here, but no. Vans are literally coming here, there and everywhere. Oh, here comes another one. I'm just going to check this a minute. Yes, stunning. Ow! Oh, it's hit my shoulder real hard. Guys, that real hurted. Anyways, God, let's carry on. Okay, we have now moved location. I'm hoping this is going to be quieter. And it's actually really cute. I'm looking out at 2 horses just grazing. It's really peaceful. Although I'm kind of scared that the farmer is going to come out and shout at me. I haven't blocked the gate. To be fair, I'm here, so it's not. If I need to move, I can move. It's not the end of the world. Anyways, sorry guys. Let's get into the summer favourites. How cute is this going to be? Like, looking forward to the summer, even though it's literally beating it down, which is stunning. Is this on? Yep, it's on. God, hey, stop stressing. I'm really struggling with this at the moment. I'm overthinking all of my content so much. It's ridiculous. Sorry, just going to shut my window quick. But it's ridiculous. Like, I am avoiding making certain content ideas, like creating them, because I'm overthinking it so much to the point where I just don't even do it. Like, I'm overthinking the fact that, is the angle all right? Like, can they hear me? And then I end up not actually talking about what I want to say, like what I want to talk about, because I'm thinking about it too much. So I just need to, and like, what even wants that noise? I just need to talk. Like, no one's watching. Chill out, hun. Calm. That's what I need to do. Because my brain goes too fast and the energy levels are too high because I'm stressing, and I don't need to stress. Just chill. Are you uncomfortable? Probably. Right. Let's get comfy first. Let's take the Crocs off. I've got Crocs on, so let's take the Crocs off. Let's put our feet up here. Perfect. I feel proper comfy now. Let's move that down a little bit. Proper comfy. Got my little fidget toy. So summer as a dog walker can be quite tricky. Because you are obviously in charge of dogs and their welfare, and they can't get too hot. Dogs can get heat stroke very, very, very easily. So for the past 3 summers, is this my 4th summer? 3rd? No, it's my 3rd summer. So I feel very lucky with my customers because I can kind of move my dogs around as and when. There are a couple that do need walking around lunchtime, but I basically say to them, it depends how long they're at home for. A lot of them will get I can't even talk today, God. Some of them will be changed to home visits, where I go into the dog's home, we go in the garden, we make sure they go to the toilet, make sure they're stimulated, we play games, stuff like that, because yeah, it's just too risky going out in bloody 28 degrees, sometimes 30-degree heat, and it's just so dangerous for them. But a lot of the time I do run early morning group walks, and a lot of my customers are fine with that. So normally I can be finished work by about 10:30, and then I have a big gap in my day, and then I can go do any that need the afternoon or lunchtime, and they can be home visits. But to be honest, like, a lot of my customers are so flexible, and a lot of them, I feel very lucky because, you know, people do work office jobs, so they do need like a middle of the day sort of visit. But a lot of mine just want their dogs exercise for a good hour safely, and make sure they're stimulated that way. So I do run really early morning group walks. I probably start anywhere between 7 and 8 a.m. And then I walk until 10. But even then, obviously in the midst of summer, no, that's not a word. In the middle of summer, sometimes it can be so hot by 10 a.m. So that means I'll be walking much earlier. I try not to go anywhere before 7 a.m. because obviously I feel like that is just really, really early for some of my customers. But I will do it. It's not a problem. But yeah, I try and just get all my walks done before 10 a.m. And then anyone else who needs me throughout the day will be changed to home visits. And I can still charge the same amount. You know, it's on my time, I'm still driving them, still doing the same sorts of things. They're just not going on a walk and, you know, getting really puffed out. I feel like that's quite a generic thing though. I feel like a lot of dog walkers do that. Yeah, I feel like they do, don't they? This is where I need a little dog walker friend to compare what people do and stuff. But yes, I just run really early morning group walks and change to home visits. And obviously do things like have cool mats in my car. They're an absolute godsend. You can get them from B&M. Just be careful with dogs who haven't had their nails clipped, because they trimmed their nails done, because they can sometimes open them, cut the mats open. Why can't I talk when I do podcasts? It really frustrates me. Oh, my brain is honestly just so annoying, guys. If these episodes are really painful to listen to, I'm so sorry. My brain just honestly feels so annoying when I talk because I'm thinking of so many things and I feel like I'm just not going from my brain to my mouth. But maybe it is. I don't know. It just sounds like I'm just not even getting to the point on half the things I'm saying. But yeah, sorry. I'm just going to carry on and try and ignore my fizzy brain. And yeah, the cool mats, you can get them from B&M. Just watch just watch that dogs don't rip them open with their nails. I put little thin blankets or towels on top, and then it still gives the same effect. And it just protects the dogs from ripping them open, which is not good. Other things you can buy, honestly, B&M do so many little bits. You can get cooling bandanas. So if they are in the car and they get a bit hot after their really early morning group walk or really late evening group walk, then you can pop a bandana on. Obviously, always have loads of water in my car. And yeah, that's kind of the doggy side of things. Just basically common sense. Just don't be walking your dog in really hot weather, and just adjust your days accordingly to the weather. You know, you can take them to the woods, you can go do river walks, and just timing it right. Obviously, granted, some people aren't going to be able to leave their dogs from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m, but maybe you could walk them, 7 till 8 a.m, and then do a visit for them at lunchtime, so they're still getting their hour, but offering a home visit at lunchtime, so they're getting their walk, but they're also getting seen to in the middle of the day to break up their day, go to the toilet, etc. So you know your customers best, you know what they're going to want, and if you don't, honestly, just communicate and send them a really nice message about how you would like your business to run in summer, and whether they can adjust to how you want to run your business. Because obviously if you have, say, 12 dogs to do and they all need home visits, your day's going to be mental. So maybe ask if some of them can be paired up. Would they mind having one dog come over and play in the garden? And then that's, 2 dogs in one half an hour. I've done that before. I've got some amazing customers who have let me have their dogs in the garden and just have a half an hour home visit. So that's been stunning. But obviously it's 1 or 2 dogs. Oh, I've dropped my fidget toy. Hang on, guys. I'm currently playing with the key. But one of my favourite things in summer is the early morning group walks. I'm definitely an early bird. I would much rather wake up early than no, what am I saying? I'm definitely a morning person. From 5 p.m, honestly, you best believe my brain does not work. I've got no energy. Asleep by 7:30. I'm definitely a morning person, because I just get so tired in the evenings. I was actually chatting to Ellie. I was sending her a voice note today saying that I'm really struggling with retraining my brain to think that I can't do anything past 5 p.m. Not even 5, well, whenever I've done the horses, basically. like, for example, my friend was at a jump clinic last night and I did go because I was like kicking myself, but I nearly cancelled because I was like, it's between 5:30 and 6:30. I was like, oh, but that means I'm not going to get home till 7 and I still got to shower, still got to have dinner. And I'm just like, because I'm such a night owl and I get so tired, I know like that wall almost scares me. That wall that I hit almost worries me. So I'm trying to retrain my brain to not be so switched off in the evenings. But then I'm like, I need to cut myself a bit of slack because I do wake up really early because I've always got horses to do. Like, especially at the moment, I'm so busy with the horses and getting other people's horses done other than just my own, that I don't want to leave them till bloody later on in the morning because then I've got dogs then. So I don't know whether it's just like, no, I need my evening to just switch off and chill because I am so exhausted, especially after a full day of walking and horses. Like, horses themselves are bloody hard work. Like, anyone who does grooming, you'll know how much it affects your body. Like, it is hard flipping work. Especially if you've got them to muck out, which I've been quite lucky. Haven't done too much mucking out this week. It's more poo picking and stuff, which is fine. But yeah, anyways, how did I get onto that? How did I get onto this, guys? What was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about early morning group walks. I love my early morning group walks. No one's out. It's not like the sun's not too boiling, so you can walk peacefully. You can take the dogs for a swim. Like, I love the morning walks. And carrying on from that, morning hacks. I remember when Georgie and we met for like a 7 a.m. hack on Lads and Sonic, and we were both in sports bras and shorts, and it was already hot by like 8 a.m. But we just had the best time. We met at like 7 a.m. We went on a nice long hack around Georgie's farm, went for a canter in the field, got back. It was literally something like 8, half 8. The horses were done, ridden for an hour, hosed off, and in their fields with their fly masks and fly rugs on. And we had the whole day ahead of us. I think that's the best thing about summer, especially with the horses. Like, those early morning rides, like the thought of it the night before, I was like, oh, I've got to get up so early to ride. But then once you do it, you just think, oh my God, by 9 a.m, sometimes, 8, 9 a.m, your horse is ridden. And then you've got the whole day just thinking, the horse is done, I can just go sort them out later and then go home. Like, early morning walks and early morning hacks or rides or whatever we're doing is the best. I love them. I really do love them. It's peaceful, it's not too hot, and then again you've got the whole day ahead of you. I am such a procrastinator that if something's on, like I'm saying about my brain, later in the day I'm like, oh, I've got that to do later, and by then I'm bloody knackered after doing all my dogs and my horses and driving around. Like, honestly, come the evening I'm literally like hanging. Like, what? I'm literally yawning now. Mental. Some more of my summer favourites. I absolutely love summer. Everyone loves summer, don't they? Actually, no, some people might hate summer because of the heat. Some people do really struggle in the heat, don't they? But yeah, in terms of the ponies, the smell of fly spray, and then you leave the yard and you smell like fly spray. That is the best smell ever. Depending on what fly spray you have, some of them can be dodgy as hell. But the smell of fly spray, it's summer for sure. And also, it's so funny, where I'm currently keeping Lux, we have an ice cream man who comes on an electric bike, and you can hear him from miles away. He's got the loudest speaker, and he comes around, you can get ice cream. We've also got a pub literally around the corner, so all the pub rides in the summer are just 10 out of 10. We actually did one the other day. It was our first one of the year, and Lux barged my drink out my hand and it smashed all over the floor. That was stunning. But honestly, pub rides are 10 out of 10. Someone goes in and grabs the drinks while the other one holds the horses outside. Thankfully, we've got very good ponies. And we get a cider, and because we've, been on a nice long ride, we then get really giddy after our one cider because we're lightweights. And then the ride back from the pub to the yard is just 10 out of 10. So pub rides are 100% a favourite of mine in summer for sure. I want to talk about clothing and bits and bobs, and talk about some of my favourites. Oh, I've just dropped my fidget toy again. Just talk about some of my favourites of what I wear. So I'm really into caps at the moment. You'll see it all over my TikTok. I have my Lemure cap that I have been wearing non-stop. I've been finding I get less headaches from them because I'm not constantly squinting, because I've also got a cap on. I'm getting less headaches. So caps, if you don't like them, then obviously sunnies, or whatever you prefer, but I am such cap girly nowadays that caps are definitely, excuse me, indigestion. Yeah, sorry, caps are definitely my fave at the moment, so that would be one of my summer favourites this year. I will be constantly wearing a cap. It will get to the point where I'll look weird without wearing a cap. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's going to be the vibe. I have got some staple clothing in my wardrobe that I'm like, yeah, that is 10 out of 10 clothing for summer. I've got a pair of Gymshark shorts, but it's so annoying that I'm sharing it because I looked on the website to send to a couple of people who asked about them on Instagram the other day, and I can't find them anywhere. But I've got these Gymshark shorts that are longer at the bottom. Obviously, some of my customers are in. We cannot be wearing booty shorts round doing dog walking. One, it's just not comfortable, you're going to get a wedgie. And two, you got to be professional. And I have these Gymshark shorts. They're like, what is that? Like, not camo. I don't even know what that you guys might have seen them on my TikTok, the grey and black ones. So they're like a funny pattern. They've got foam pockets and they're just longer at the back. So yeah, I feel 100% secure in those shorts. So find yourself a really good pair. I've got some on Shein before. I've got 2 pairs from Shein that I absolutely love to wear, sorry. They're really flowy, but they have like a tight short underneath and then flowy on the outside. Nothing worse than wearing tight liking shorts and having a constant wedgie, having a camel toe, and also if you've got a bit of a pouch like me, when I'm driving, if you're a dog walker, you know how much flipping driving we do. It's more so than the walking, honestly. Walking is the easy part. Pickups and drop-offs, long as hell. And when you've got those tight shorts, like digging into your pouch, your belly pouch, no. It's so funny as well because I think I've got so many pair of those shorts. I've got probably like 5 pairs of those tight cycling shorts. Do I ever pick them out? Hell no, sister. Because they are uncomfortable. They're uncomfortable. And I would rather have the flowy vibe than the tight vibe. Because I think what I like to do is have flowy shorts and a tighter top. You know, if we're talking fashion, then that's the vibes we're going for. So yeah, look for some really nice, comfortable shorts that you can just constantly pick out. I think I've got 3 pairs that I just literally rotate all summer. The Hunter Hounds ones, they're good. They're like they remind me of like rugby shorts. Those are the vibe that Hunter Hounds give me. They've got some really nice ones. They've also got the skin tight ones if you do prefer that style. Obviously, good pair of sunglasses, 100%. You are literally in the sun all the time. Sun cream. I'm a factor 50 girly. I'm freckly, so you best believe that I'm literally getting, like, burnt. So 100% sun cream. I always keep a big bottle in my car, which I haven't got this year. I used it all at badminton, but I normally have a big bottle and I just keep topping up all day. Yeah, sun cream, caps. Now, I have suffered really badly with athlete's foot. I know, so gross, absolute crust fest. But I'm sorry, my feet get real hot, they get real sweaty. If we're going to the river walks, which we do a lot in the summer, you best believe you've got dogs stamping on your feet, shaking near you, you're going to get wet feet. So get some trainers or walking boots. I don't like walking boots in the summer because I've not found a pair that make my feet cool. So just a really good pair of trainers. They don't have to be expensive either. You can go to Sports Direct and get a really good pair of walking trainers that are breathable, to avoid the athlete's foot. Because if a dog walker says they've never had athlete's foot, they're lying. They are lying. Even if they haven't noticed it before, you cannot tell me your feet have not got some crusty, dusty things going on, because they do. Yeah, so gross. But yeah, get yourself a really good pair of trainers. I've walked a whole summer before wearing Converse and loved it. I know, very controversial. But Converse were brilliant. But any comfy trainers that are breathable, sorry. You're not boring me, I swear. You'll thank yourself. And yeah, like I said, they don't have to be expensive. Go to Sports Direct. Skechers are a really good brand. I think Georgie wears those, or does she wear Adidas? Not sure. But yeah, obviously I would say walking boots in the summer. Everyone's like, oh yeah, walking boots in the summer, have your legs out, but your feet are going to get too hot, babe. Like, I can promise you, they're going to be way too hot. Guys, I have just had to open the door, and I really hope no one's going to walk past, because I'm at a footpath. So if anyone walks past, it's going to be really embarrassing. I'm literally in joggers, my Wheel of a Time jumper, which is absolutely stunning, by the way. I can't even tell you how many compliments I get on this jumper. This is not an ad or anything. I was very kindly gifted this, but I had no obligation to say any of this. But I get so many comments on this jumper. Everyone says how smart it is, and it's such good quality. I've washed this now over 10 times. Like, I've washed this a lot because I've worn it a lot, and it hasn't lost its like quality. If you're generally looking for a good quality jumper, Wheel of a Time, this is the Yellow Wellies one, so some of the money did go to charity. Obviously, again, I didn't pay for this, but honestly, 10 out of 10 recommend. I absolutely love their stuff. Oh, that breeze is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Let's go through some more summer favourites. Honestly, since I've got my new car, I've realised how valuable aircon is. Like, I know that sounds so silly. Sorry, just going to put my chair up. I know that sounds so silly, but in my Nissan and my van, I never had aircon. At least it said it did, but it was not. It was just blowing warm air. And oh my god, the difference. Like, this car has actual good aircon, and the dogs, within 5 minutes, chilling, killing. Honestly, it's 10 out of 10. So if you've got aircon, use that bad boy. Use that bad boy. Make sure it's working, because it makes such a difference to the dogs, and it actually brings my anxiety levels down because I don't have to worry about them. I've got like a little routine, because already the dogs have been starting to get warm, but it is safe enough to walk them at the moment. But when they're coming back from their hour's walk and they're panting, I've been putting them in the car, leaving the boot open with the aircon running for like 5 minutes before I shut the boot, so that all the hot air can go. And then by the time it's been running for like 5 or so minutes, I can shut the boot and get going. And within minutes, panting stopped, all good. So yeah, aircon 100% is a fave. It does just obviously take a minute for all the hot air to leave and then for the aircon to like kick in. But yeah, 10 out of 10 recommend. I'm going to have a little drinky drink because, God, I never talk for this much. Do you know what I was thinking the other day? Is my speaking muscle, whether, I don't know what it is, but how much I speak drains me so much. And that is because I don't work with anyone. I literally walk in silence. So when I speak for ages, oh my God, I chat for England. I know that. Like, when I see people, I'm like, blah, blah, blah. But when I'm filming the podcast, I can't get over how much effort it takes me to like constantly be talking, because obviously my brain, my speaking muscle isn't exercised. I'm chatting right now, but you know what I mean. Oh guys, I watched Footloose Eventing's vlog today. Cried my eyes out, honestly. Justine's reaction. Oh, stop it. Isn't it just so cute? Because that's just all what it's all about. I know I'm being cringy and like emotion, but she was just so proud of, well, she said the horse, but she did say both of them. She was just so proud, and then, oh, it was just so emotional. So if you haven't watched her vlog, go watch it, because it was really emotional. It's the one where she takes Ember to his first ever BE event, and they did insane. Like, they were so good. Basically, he was an ex-racer and she's worked him up to be this amazing event horse. Anyways, it was just really emotional and I absolutely loved it. I was literally sat in my car earlier, like, crying because it was so bloody emotional. I can't wait for my next event. I think I'm going to go to Solihull on the 8th or 9th of June. One of those days. It's going to be my first ever 80. Stop it. Because it's not too far from me. It's like under 2 hours. And it's meant to be a really nice venue. I think Hannah said to me that they do BE. So they know what they're doing. So I don't know what I'm doing, so I hope they do, because I ain't got a clue. I'm just turning up and seeing if I can get around. That's the vibes we're going for. So Georgie, my best friend, has been on holiday this month. Frick, no. I would actually go mad. Been on holiday this week, so I've been talking to no one. Oh my God. So if you don't know who Georgie is my best friend, and she's on holiday with her family at the moment in Spain, and we speak, I think we counted, we call each other 18 times a day. That was just one of the days that we randomly, so it was like, for how many times we call each other a day. We call each other a lot. So we're both self-employed. She's a dog groomer, I'm a dog walker. and we call each other over the most irrelevant things that you don't need to call each other for. But anyways, obviously this week we're having a break. Don't get me wrong, I've literally been texting her every single day, but I've been doing her horses this week, and I feel a bit lost this week, I'll be honest, because we do call each other a lot, but also, and she'll definitely agree with me, it's so nice to have a break. I feel like friendships are like relationships. Like, if you don't have a break from each other, best believe they're going to fall apart, and I've experienced that. We have experienced that, trust me. So you need breaks from your friends for sure, because you can get on top of each other. And I feel like me and Georgie we're quite good at gauging that. And I have noticed recently, especially in the last like month, even though we're laughing and joke that we're on the phone to each other all the time, which we are, I feel like we have been seeing each other a lot more, and then like we catch up more in person. I know I just said we call each other 18 times a day, but it's not for like long periods of time. Like, we're not on the phone for like hours and hours. We just call each other about little things. But anyways, it's just been nice to like have that different level of friendship, because and have that break. Not that I need a break from Georgie whatsoever, like nothing happened, but yeah, it's just like a relationship, isn't it? Like, you do always need breaks and stuff like that. How did I get onto that? Like, we're literally meant to be talking about summer favourites, and you're talking about how friendships need breaks. Mental. You're mental. I'm talking to myself. Anyways, that arena is so nice. Wow, I want it. I'm just trying to think if there's any more summer favourites that I want to give to you guys. Sorry, I'm just going to give you guys one more summer favourite. I cannot wait for more competition days where you get up to the yard really early in the morning, no one's there, birds are chirping, sun's out. Again, you go out, you compete for the day, you come back, you have a really nice afternoon in the sun. Like, they are just the most perfect days, and Hazelton was one of those days, and I can't wait for more. I can't wait for more, and I hope Solihull is going to be nice and sunny, and we can just have the best day in the sun. It makes me so happy, like, honestly. I know that's dramatic, and a lot of people are just like, wow, you've literally evented once, and here you are saying that you enjoy it a lot. But it's just, my inner child gets very, very happy. Very, very happy going on these little competition days when the sun's out and everyone's really happy, everyone's in a great mood. Except, actually, we were talking about this the other day. We went to Lark Hill on Sunday, and we were sat on the ramp, if you saw my TikTok, scoffing 3 hot dogs. And we were kind of looking around at people, and we were just like, it's mental how you can go to an event, and granted, people do take it very seriously. I understand that people are competitive in the sport. I get it. And I get why they have to kind of act a certain way, but it's crazy how no one, like, we were sat there probably for half an hour, and no one in front of us took a second to just be like, I'm really enjoying myself. And even if they didn't say those words, they just didn't look like they were enjoying themselves. And we were just saying how some people look after their horses twice a day, every single day, in all weathers, no matter what's happening in your personal life, no matter what you're going through, no matter what is going on, you are turning up to that yard every day, twice a day, or whenever you turn up to do your horse and you need to, you turn up. And on the days where it's meant to be really fun and really exciting, no one's actually taken a second to be like, I love my life, like, this is why I do it, sort of thing. Obviously, granted, some people might do it after they've competed, I get that, but I don't know, we were just sat there for so long, we were just like, people need to smile more, people need to enjoy themselves, people need to be woohooing, people, like, obviously I'm not going to be ignorant and say that people take it seriously, and there's some people that do get really nervous. I completely understand that might be holding them back a bit, which is why I said maybe they actually do enjoy it after they've competed because they're nervous before. But it just made me think, like, you dedicate your entire lives to horses, and I just want people to have a good time, because I think that's why I say to myself, like, just have so much fun, because you dedicate all your time and money to this, and these are the days where you're meant to literally be on cloud 9. So even if I get bloody 8 poles down in my show jumping, or the worst dressage score ever, I'm going to be like, do you know what? I'm out of my pony, and this is why I do it. Again, I'm going to keep saying it, but I understand that not everyone can have that mindset, depending on how competitive you are and if you want to qualify and things like that. Like, I understand it's not as easy as just being, oh yeah, have fun. Like, it's not as simple as that. Of course it's not. But yeah, anyways, I think I'm going to leave this podcast here. Have you enjoyed it? I haven't really spoke about summer favourites, have I? Little bit. I keep going on little tangents, but anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, remember to leave your sun comment, and if you want to see me every day on TikTok and Instagram, I post stories and TikToks and bits and bobs of my life, and you can see my pretty little face. And if you're watching this on YouTube, mwah, thank you so much for watching my first ever recorded episode in my car, sat in, well, I was in a lay-by. Where am I now? Outside a farm. But no one's here, so this is great. I'm going to come in more often. They defo think I'm dogging, don't they? I'm not. I swear, I'm just sat on my own recording a podcast episode. If you've watched on YouTube, make sure to comment. Maybe we'll do a sun on the Spotify, and let's do a shaking hands emoji if you're watching on YouTube, so I know you're there, because I know people can't be asked to type loads of comments, like who's got the time, who's got the effort, and if you do, love you actually so much, and I will honestly to you. But yeah, not a lot of people don't have the time for that. So yeah, comment a little emoji if you're watching on YouTube, and a little sun emoji on the Spotify ratings if you enjoyed this episode. And do I have anything else to update you on? Yes, but that'll be in next week's episode. Guys, so exciting, but I'm not going to talk about it because it actually pisses me off when people go, I have so much exciting things going on, and then they don't say what it is. So I'm not even going to talk to you about that. But anyways, love you all so flipping much. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed me sat in my car chatting about how fun summer's going to be. Yeah. Love you all. And yeah, peace, love, rubber gloves. Oh my God, do you remember that guy who used to say that? What was his name? Sam Pepper? No, it was his mate, wasn't it? What was his mate called? Peace, love, rubber gloves. Guys, you know what I'm on about. What happened to Sam Pepper? Did he go to prison? What was his mate called? Peace, love, rubber gloves. Some of you, if you're a true YouTube fan, you'll know who I'm on about. What was his name? Oh, my phone's on there, so I can't even have a look. Anyways, peace, love, rubber gloves. Don't know what happened to him. If he's a bad man, then I take all that back. But anyways, I'm going to go do my pony now. Bye.